Yeah, there goes a little private jet. These are people waiting to get picked up. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't drive. I seriously doubt I would have found a parking place, Ted. Good gracious. Oh yeah, it's packed out. Good gracious, I ain't never seen this. See ya, thank you guys, love y'all. I'll send you some pictures from California.
Pier 39?
Oh yeah, absolutely. A little fishing, a little sightseeing, a little bit of everything. Yeah, we're gonna go to Yosemite, then up to the Redwoods and back down the coast.
Attention passengers, we come through TSA. Please take your shoes right here.
Very good.
That's his stand for me, all right?
Yep. Oh wow, that's a whole lot different, ain't it? I don't know, they'll probably take it down after Masters is over.
I'm saying they could just do that.
They could, it looks nice.
This crap.
Oh, the bar's hopping.
What's that?
It is a private jet. A lot of them. That's crazy. I've never seen this airport this busy. What's up, you guys? Good to see you here on the channel. So it's Masters Week at Augusta Airport is nuts. What? We're on our way to San Francisco. Hope you guys will join us along on this adventure. Going to the Redwoods, San Francisco fishing, tons of stuff. It's gonna be awesome. Come along. Hey, how you do, man? Thank you. Finally on the way to San Francisco. So we were supposed to leave at 5:35 a.m. but due to the storms rolling through Atlanta last night, we got delayed. Now it's 5:30 afternoon. Should get to San Francisco around 8 p.m. Then we're gonna try to drive to Yosemite, hopefully. Welcome to San Francisco. There's baggage claim. Well, we finally made it here to San Francisco. It's been a long, long night, especially since I woke up at 2 o'clock to catch the original flight that was delayed, blah, blah, blah. We're here. It's like 8:30, something like that. We gotta go find our car, and then we're gonna drive to Yosemite. It's about a 3-hour drive to Yosemite Valley Lodge. So let's get our bag and let's see if we can make it there. What do you think?
Where do you go from here?
I don't know. I'm lost. It's chilly, bro. All right, don't fall. We'll have it on film if you fall.
Terminal 2, T gates, Air Canada, breeze and southwest.
So I think this is us right here, guys, the Land Rover Defender. I'm just gonna check it out real quick, make sure we ain't got no scratches. Pretty sweet looking ride. He said this will do good up in Yosemite because we'll be up in the mountains kind of, so I agree with that. All right, Jackson, I don't see any scratches, so we got to return it the same way, okay?
Good try.
Okay, well, it is 2 in the morning. Finally made it to Yellowstone View Lodge. I'm tired. Here's our little room. I'm going to get in that bed because I don't even know my name anymore. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Well, good morning, you guys. I feel like I am back amongst the living now. Got about 5 hours of sleep. It's right around 7:30-ish a.m. California time. We were so tired when we got in last night. But Jackson's in the shower real quick. I want to show you guys where we're staying at. It is absolutely beautiful. Check this out. So as soon as you walk out on our little balcony right here, you've got this huge river. And it's just rip-roaring right now, I assume from the snow melt. Mountains all around, some type of redbud in bloom, ginormous rock mountain over there. The sun just peeked over the mountains. It's going to be a great day. Then when you go back through this way, I'll show you guys what it looks like on the other side. And again, we are staying at the Yosemite View Lodge, right outside of the park. And this is the view as soon as you come out of your room. Isn't that crazy? Morning.
Morning.
So they've got several little complexes all around here, each one with a different name. It's not that expensive to stay here. I think it's right around 200 bucks a night. And again, we are in April. So the plan for today is we were supposed to have a good bit of yesterday, but due to the flights being delayed, we are gonna have to really pack in a lot on our Yosemite trip because we just have today and a little portion of tomorrow before we head to, I believe it's Mendocino. I don't know, this is gonna be an action-packed trip. The Land Rover Defender did pretty good coming up through the mountains last night. And I tell you guys what, those were some crazy roads to be driving in the middle of the night. I mean, I have never seen curves like coming up to this place. It was insanity. They've got really nice plantings all around. Look at the size of this rose. Holy moly, that's bigger, almost bigger than my hand. Beautiful yellow. They've got a nice little arbor right now with the wisterias just now blooming. So I guess they're probably just a few weeks behind us in South Carolina as far as spring is concerned. A lot of the trees and stuff, I have no idea what they are. Matter of fact, oh, I do know that's ginkgo. Those may be baby sequoias right there. And then this red bud, I don't know if this is Cercis canadensis. Probably not. This is probably a western red bud with its beautiful amethyst blooms. I see a couple honeybees floating around in it. This is evidently the Maple Lodge, the Redwood Lodge. So another really cool thing about this trip is we're going to be able to see sequoias here in Yosemite and then redwoods over in the redwood forest. So I'm so excited. I cannot wait to get in the park. We're going to go see El Capitan and whatever else Yosemite has to offer. There's one thing I got to show you. It's almost like they did this on purpose for us right here. Look at this beautiful yellow jasmine, our Carolina state flower, Gelsemium sempervirens, I believe it is. They've got them nice and kind of espaliered here on the wall in a couple spots. Got a little pool down there, game room right there. All right, we gotta go ahead and fill up because the sign says no gas inside Yosemite Valley. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill up. Gas is expensive out here in California. It is $5.19 just for regular. But then also I found there's a little El Portal market right there. So we're gonna go get us probably a little cooler, some food, some drinks, maybe some beer for this evening. Because we're gonna do we gotta do a whole day in Yosemite because this is really our only day. We've got, again, a few hours in the morning, but we really gotta see a lot. So we gotta make some tracks. Thank you, sir. Morning.
Yeah, good morning to you.
How you doing, bud?
Oh, excuse me.
I'm sorry. All right, let's just get all kind of snacks and stuff, dude. It's gonna be a long day of adventuring. All right, there's where we're staying. We just went and got some groceries. Now on into Yosemite National Park, and the Defender. It's got this cool sunroof which you guys can hang out of. Yeah, obviously we hadn't made it inside the park yet, but there's little pull-offs all along the side of the road here. So this talks about January 1997, largest flood in recorded history. Heavy snowpack. Man, that's a lot of water. Onwards. All right, either there's been a wreck or this is just the line to get into Yosemite. The dude back there at the market said that there weren't very many people in Yosemite right now because it's springtime and all the kids still haven't got out of school, so I don't know what's going on here. We'll find out in a minute. All right, I think the holdup was just a stop sign up here, but we should be getting close to the Yosemite Arc entrance.
Looks like we're ready to go. You can find details on where the tour starts.
Hey, pro tip guys, if you will use this guide along app right here, it's awesome. It talks to you as you're driving around the route, tells you the places to go. However, it has to have cell service to at least start. So we luckily just got one bar and was able to start it. And then you need to leave it open. If you close it out, you get inside the park and you lose cell service, your map is gone, and so is the little dude that talks to you. But we're about to pay for our tickets here and check out Yosemite.
Hi.
How you do, sir?
Doing well. I'm trying.
One Yosemite, please.
1 year. Or
No,
one,
just
minimum
one day.
Minimum fee 35.
Yes, sir.
Let you go, guys.
Thank you, bud.
Where are you folks from?
Augusta, Georgia.
Georgia.
Yeah.
Nice.
Came all the way out here just to see you.
Hey, where in Georgia?
Augusta.
You just left her in the Masters?
Yeah, we get out of town,
Get out
man.
of town,
It gets
right
crazy.
Time, the
Yeah.
right time of year to get out of town.
That's it.
Well, you didn't bring me any pimento sandwiches, did you?
I didn't,
That's
dog,
okay.
man.
They wouldn't have kept.
I'll send it to you.
I don't know. I'm okay. I'll pass. Show this if you do need to come in or out, gentlemen. Don't lose
Okay.
it. You going to any other parks out west?
Yeah, Redwood.
Redwood doesn't have a fee. Cool. Check out Avenue of the Giants while you're up there.
We're going to.
Have a good time, guys.
Thanks, buddy. Thank you. All right, let's do this, buddy.
You'll see some other very white rocks on the side of the road just past the pullout. And also another large boulder that encroaches into the airspace above the road on the left.
So our little guide along friend told us which one to pull off on, and so that's Elephant Rock right there. It's white, and so it's very newly formed. I guess it fell off of up there, but thank goodness this Land Rover has got this huge moon roof, so you can see all around, even up above you. And look at that rock eddy just shooting out. That's so crazy, dude. I want to get out and check it out. Holy cow, look at that, you guys. That is massive.
The valley floor sits at about 4,000 feet. Not that incredibly high in the general terms for mountain ranges of the West. The tops of many of the peaks around the valley are 3,000 feet or more higher than the valley itself. So if you're doing one of the challenging hikes that takes us up in elevation, if we've come directly from sea level, we might find ourselves getting winded a little bit easier. My tip is to take your time and just drink lots of water.
That looks like something out of a movie.
Okay, I have important directions to give you. If we're driving the loop around the bottom of Yosemite Valley, then we must keep in the left-hand lane.
Wow.
If we want to visit Graniteville Falls now, or to drive to Glacier Point or Mariposa Grove, then keep in the right-hand lane, which must exit right. And do watch out for confused drivers who might quickly change lanes without really looking.
I think we're gonna go do Bridalveil. That waterfall is crazy up there. I think it's thousands of feet.
After we finish this corner, the entrance to Bridalveil comes up quickly on our left. For Glacier Point or Wawona and Mariposa Grove, stay straight.
It's a little bit crowded today, even though guys said it wasn't jam-packed. Of course, when we went to Yellowstone last summer, it was very packed out, so I guess this isn't that bad. But we're just going to kind of ride around today since we have only the one day to do Yosemite, so we're just going to wind up wherever we wind up. But we're fixing to go through a tunnel and then go to, what was it called? Winona?
There's Winona Bridge and then there's Glacier Point.
Yeah, Winona Bridge and Glacier Point up here, so we'll wind up wherever we wind up. Might have been the longest tunnel I've ever been through. It was so loud. Here you go. You take it.
Just tons of waterfalls.
Speaking of it, like right there on my left, we missed it already. It was just a little one. Literally everywhere. Well, I guess no Glacier Point this trip, buddy. Road's closed. There's still snow on the ground. Matter of fact, you can see in the rear views people making snowballs. Oh well. Alright, since Glacier Point was closed, we're going to head on up to Winona. There's a covered bridge up here in the actual town of Winona. And then Mariposa Grove, which Mariposa in Spanish is butterfly. So we're going to go check those out. And then the only negative about Yosemite versus Yellowstone is there's no like loop that you can just stay on. It's all kind of just spider webbed out. So you have to backtrack. So we'll have to go up here, come back, and then I'm not sure where the road will take us to next, but
the next turn to the right takes us is an unusual place. Unless we're staying in Yosemite West, there's no need to turn in, but I'll quickly mention why it's unusual. Though it is surrounded by national parks on 3 sides and the Sierra National Forest on the other, and the only road to get in is from inside the national park, Yosemite West is actually a holding of private land. It has private homes and some accommodations for visitors, but it is most definitely not inside the park. The idea of private land and home ownership would offend the very principles of national parks, being for the use of enjoyment for everyone, now and future generations.
Hey guys, I'm assuming these are sequoia trees here. They're massive, and from what I researched, sequoias only grow like from 4,000 feet in elevation up, and I think, what were we at, Jack, 5,000? Yeah, we're going down now, but we were up around 5,000, so I'm assuming these are the sequoia trees right here. So here is Wawona. There's the covered bridge up there. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. Right through there. So I might have called it Winona, but it's Wawona. It's an old town. They moved a bunch of the historical buildings down here. There's a little post office and gift shop, a little gas station, and I believe right up here is the Wawona Hotel. And then somewhere up here is Mariposa Grove. That's going to be all of our sequoia trees we want to see.
We still have one more of Yosemite's best natural wonders to see before we leave through the south entrance of the park, and that is Mariposa Grove. This is the largest stand of giant sequoias, or Sequoiadendron giganteum, in the park. Actually, the town of Wawona is the name for the giant sequoia in one of the local Native American languages. If we haven't seen one yet, the giant sequoias are amazing. They're considered to be the largest trees in the world, though of course there are different ways to define largest. The giant sequoias aren't the tallest trees. That trait belongs to the coast redwood. They aren't the widest living tree either, but the main measure used in botany is the volume of its trunk, or bole volume. So by largest, we take into account how tall the tree is, how wide it is around the base of the trunk at breast level, and how wide the trunk is at the top. So when you apply the formula that botanists use, the giant sequoia is considered the biggest tree. It gives us kind of a timber volume number value for the tree. However you measure them, these trees are massive, and it makes us feel small when we go and stand next to one. These trees are actually the largest living organism on the planet. Again, different people interpret that type of statement in different ways. Here's some numbers I want to throw at you. The largest examples of these giants range from 250 to 280 feet tall. So the tallest ones approximate the height of a 26 to 27-story building. And they're huge around the base. Some have a circumference of over 100 feet. But to really get the idea, you have to see them, not me just give you a number. Its bark can be as much as 3 feet thick. The oldest ones are estimated to be around 2,700 years old. Despite how old they are, they also grow quickly, adding roughly 40 cubic feet of wood to themselves in a year. If you think of a skinny pine tree, like the type you might find in Yellowstone National Park, for example, it's like adding a 40-foot tall lodgepole pine tree to themselves each year. Now, none of the trees in the Mariposa Grove quite make it into the top 10, but they are still absolutely amazing. Many of these trees on the biggest trees anywhere list are located fairly close by in King Canyon and Sequoia National Parks just south of here. Those are places I also recommend visiting too if we have an opportunity.
Okay, now I'm impressed and excited.
That was a long walk.
That's a long walk. Crap.
That's like 25 minutes.
Yeah.
Just to go there.
Well, we either walk it or we don't see it. And we're at like 5,000 elevation. Just coming up the steps, me and Jackson are like, we're kind of out of breath. Jackson, come count these rings.
Like 30.
Yeah. Wow. That is cool. All right, we're gonna do it, guys. We're gonna go back to the truck get us some backpacks, some waters, and then 2 miles each way to go see the giant sequoias. But I feel like we got to do it. This might be my only opportunity to see it. We parked down here. So put on your walking shoes.
Look at your shoes.
I know, these are my favorite shoes though. I didn't bring my hiking shoes.
You're in jeans.
And I'm in jeans. Well, we'll sleep good tonight.
Well, you driving.
I don't mind driving this car. I actually love this car. It's perfect for up here. Minimum 5 miles hiking. No dogs, water, or shuttles in Mariposa Grove. All right, I'm doing this for you guys. Yeah, it's pretty high up here.
We gotta go fast. 25?
Yeah, we gotta run.
I jog.
We got this, buddy. We got this.
I might just jog.
Yeah.
I already got a headache.
I'm already breathing heavy and we just started. All right, let's go. So some nice folks just said that we should take a trail. It's a little bit shorter and then come back down the road. So we're gonna go back down here and hit that trail that folks are on and hopefully be a little bit easier on us. Man, look at the size of this old downed sequoia. Wow, this thing's huge. You ain't kidding. Thanks. But there's some gold down there. Wow. The air is really thin up here. And we're only about 10% 10% of the trip. How y'all doing?
Good, how are you?
Good, thanks. Yeah, let me ride your dog. Oh, you got burned. Massive. Beautiful forest through here. Tons of birds, not too many people. It's nice and relaxing. If I were in better shape, probably even more enjoyable. Yeah, you can see up it. Wow, that's cool. Want to split it open. Wow. Guess this is what it's like to be a raccoon.
I don't know if you can see it over there.
I can't see it. It didn't fit.
How do I
through.
extend it?
Just pull.
You can see it?
Yeah, I can see it. It's deep. You want to go in the tree?
Yeah, I want to go in there. I want to go in there.
I hear it. It's a baby tree.
Oh, that's cool.
Isn't it neat? Oh, there's a bee in there.
There's something in there.
Getting higher and higher. And less oxygen as we go. Man, look at all this like dead wood.
Every time I walk past somebody, I hold my breath and I like I'm fine.
Yeah, me too. I'm not winded.
That's easy.
I'm fine. This is easy.
When's the trail start?
Yeah, when's the hard part coming? There's some kind of like almost sparkleberry like tree growing up here, similar to the ones we have back home, but slightly different leaf and flower shape. Really pretty bark on them though. I'm not going to commentate this walk a whole lot, mainly because I can't. Even though it's only like 65 degrees, it feels hot. And I got jeans on. I love this moss growing on the trees. It's got such a cool chartreuse color to it. That's what you get for being tall.
That hurt. Hurt my knee. Good.
Oh, I know this plant. This is that horsetail rush. I forget the botanical name for it, but I've never seen it actually in the wild. It's down here in this bog environment below the sequoias. That's cool. Well, can't look up when I'm standing on a tree. I almost went off. Onwards, my son. Oh no, uphill again.
Big rock.
Yeah.
It's very cold out here.
Yeah, it feels awesome up here, but I'm quite winded. A little uphill section got me. It's beautiful up here though. I don't know, kid.
Feels good. That's cold.
Yeah, it feels awesome.
I'm on the rock.
Oh, does it? Oh, that is cold.
Might just be my back that's sweaty.
No, the rock's actually cold. All right, a little bit further.
I'm climbing
Yeah,
something.
you don't want to fall down there. Oh, we gotta be getting closer. The trees are getting more and more massive, even though these are broken half. Oh yeah, you definitely can make it up there. Look, it's even got handholds.
How you go ahead?
Now I gotta hold this camera. You got this, bro. Just like climbing El Capitan, king of the mountain. Oh, that breeze feels amazing. So it's probably, I don't know if I already said this or not, but it's like 60 degrees, nice breeze. But just hiking uphill. Yeah, it's winded. Do what? Yeah.
It's not that hard.
I'm just short.
Yeah, let me put the camera down. Because if not, you ain't making it.
I made it with the help of Jackson.
There you go.
Man, it's gorgeous down through there, ain't it? We haven't seen much wildlife. Tons of birds, but no ground critters other than a few dead squirrels along the road. And then coming in last night, there was a bunch of, I guess they're mule deer up here. Had gotten hit, unfortunately, on the side of the road, but not a lot of wildlife. Nothing like Yellowstone, that's for sure. All right, just a little piece more, we're there. Look at all that. It was like fool's gold right there in that puddle.
Ain't California bird.
Could be. All right, that fool's gold got the best of my interest. I want to go down there and see what it was. And just feel the water. I bet it's freezing. Careful. Look how sparkly it is. What's that? It's fool's gold. Yeah. Yeah, just some little flakes. Or else if it was real gold, it'd be on the bottom. of the river. Pretty neat though. I'm sure there's probably some gold down there. Jack, that water is freezing, dude. Beautiful. All right, don't get your shoes wet, Ryan. Oh, mushrooms. Almost there. Wow. That is humongous. Jeez. Man. Look at the circumference on this dude. That's incredible, man. And this ain't even the big one. The big one. Or the biggest. That is something else. Alright, let's go see the biggins. Here's the Mariposa Grove. 2.25 miles later, we made it. Oh man, look at the size of those things. That is insane. That is really something, man. Imagine how far those roots go. Look at that. Don't look real, do they? They're like some man-made structure. The guy said these were some like 2,000 years old or something. Man, these two, I mean, they're all massive, but these two in particular. Also, he said they have like 3 feet of bark. Wow. Almost makes you dizzy looking up at them. And those two just growing right side by side. Beautiful. Oh man, look at those giants up there on the hill. That is just magnificent. This is gorgeous, you guys. Birds chirping. Little babbling brook right here. Weather is absolutely perfect. Just walking through these giants. Man, here's some that's fallen over. Look at the size of that dude. And the root ball down there. Man, look at this one. It's like the size of a huge boat. Man. The fallen monarch. Man. Thorn bush area closed. Wow, look at that. So this one's got a huge cavern or opening, whatever you want to call it, and it looks like it's hollow on up there. They're kind of short and stubby up at the top, but just incredibly ginormous down at the base. That is so cool. All right, we still got a bunch to see, buddy. Ready to hoof it back down the road? That was cool. I'm glad we made the hike up here. Look at that one. Really, they just look make-believe. All right, so me and Jackson are taking the road back this time. That trail was cool and all, but I think the road will be a lot easier going back. They got a little restroom area up here, and here's where the shuttle bus used to run, but not anymore for some reason. I don't know if Trump fired everybody out here or what, but He at least could have left me a shuttle bus driver. There's another big hollow one. Wow, these two are, they're just giants. Man, that's something else right there. A little creek coming through these two massive sequoia trees. What a beautiful day. That was cool. That was definitely worth it, man. And so tomorrow we're going to be going up to, I think, Mendocino, to Avenue of the Giants, to see the redwoods. So now would be a great time to hit that subscribe button if you hadn't already. Click the little bell down there to get notifications when we kick out new videos. So every day I'll try to do a video on our trip out here in Northern California, and we're really looking forward to this week, man. It's already started off great. Weather's beautiful, having a blast.